let this be.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. It costs nothing. Costs nothing to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and you will continue to get videos when I upload them. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want to thank everyone who's tuning in. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the folks I meet at all the games. Thank you. Shout out to Herb. Shout out to Carolyn and Ernest. Shout out to Jonas and Stacy. Met all these wonderful people at Coppin State game. Really nice. I really love meeting everyone, and I love taking pictures and all that crazy stuff that we do. Thank you. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Follow me wherever you get your podcast so you continue to get these amazing videos. Okay. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We're talking about the things that went right versus Coppin State. All right, so we all know what happened. We beat Coppin State by 30-plus points. We knew that was going to occur. So it wasn't a surprise in that way of thinking. It was the home game, first home game. We got the banner, coming down and the confetti and all that great stuff. And it was a great feeling. And some things were amazing, and some things that stood out more than others. Okay, so one of the key things that I think stood out for me the most was the shooting. Offensively shooting the basketball back to the way that we normally shoot the basketball as Gamecocks. Okay, so in that basketball game, we shot 52% from the field, which is normal, which is what we typically did over the past few seasons. 52% from the field is good basketball, y'all. It just looks different. We have to retrain our brains thinking like, okay, we don't have a situation where Kamilla Cardozo is down low and we just force feeding her the basketball. She turned around and hit the basketball. She's 6'7". All right, we don't have that. But also, think this like this right here. Kamilla Cardozo played 25 minutes per basketball game. Okay, the whole game is 40 minutes. All right, so there was a lot of time that Kamilla wasn't on the court. So don't think that she was on the court for 35, 37 minutes like we see some of these players in UConn and LSU's and Notre Dame's playing all these minutes in Southern Cal's, all these different places. Kamilla Cardozo was a force to be reckoned with, but there were some other forces on this team, and those forces starting to shine through this season. Certain players are shining more than they ever have before. Could it be because Kamilla Cardozo commanded so much attention and she commanded so much space, and sometimes there wasn't enough room to operate for some of these players? But offensively shooting the basketball, we shot the ball well 2 times in a row now versus North Carolina State and now against Coppin State. I expect the same thing to happen tomorrow against East Carolina. I don't expect anything different in terms of shooting the basketball. But when you shoot 52% from the field and you have Chloe Kitts and MiLaysia Fulwiley combining for a total of 17 for 23 from the field. Oh, we on some different stuff. Okay, we on some different stuff now. Not to mention from the three-point line, shooting 11 for 24, 11 from 24 from the field. Excuse me, from the three-point line with South Carolina, and last year in 2020. I guess we call it 2023 to 2024 seasons. Carolina shot 39.5% from the three-point line, which ranked us number 2 in the country in terms of shooting the basketball behind the three-point line. Last night was 46% from 3. 46%. We could talk about a MiLaysia Fulwiley who shot 4 for 7. We could talk about a Pow who shot 3 for 5. We could talk about a Chloe Kitts who shot 1 for 3. Miriam Dauda who got a 3-pointer in. I mean, it's just wonderful basketball to see when our 3-pointers are going in. I mentioned before the season began, I said my goal, what I would like for this Gamecock team to do was to shoot 23 3-pointers. Last season, we shot 17. This season, I wanted 23 because if the strength of this basketball team is the perimeter, and if you shot 39.5% from the 3-point line last season, you need to shoot more 3-pointers. First game, we shot more three-pointers. We didn't shoot the ball well. This game, we shot the lights out in this basketball game. This is more Gamecock basketball, okay? So they shot 24. I wanted 23. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. So the offensive shooting for this basketball team in this basketball game was elite. Defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding, overall rebounding. It was a dominant performance against a Coppin State basketball team. And when you get out rebounded 51-23 in a basketball game, 99.9% percent of the time, you're going to lose the basketball game. We have to say that. All right. We have to discuss that. And it wasn't just, I would say our size it still was a factor, obviously. Size, athletic ability, all that stuff. But a lot of things also was some want to. Carolina played with some urgency, even against an inferior basketball team in Coppin State who were chippy, who fought hard. They did not quit. They played, a couple of those girls played at the time of their life, because they got to play the number one basketball team over the past 4 years. South Carolina out-hustled Coppin State. Make no mistake about it. Yes, we're a big basketball team. And sometimes I wonder, like some folks be talking about, oh, Cap, we don't have how are we going to guard a Lauren Betts who's 6'7"? Well, we don't have a player who's 6'7". We don't have a player who's 6'7". We got a player who's 6'5", 6'6", and Adhel Tac and Sakima Walker. We have a player who is 6'4" and Miriam. We have multiple players who's 6'3". So it's not a matter of guarding one-on-ones. That's the thing. It's not one-on-one basketball. So it's not going to be a play. It's not, there's going to be some double teams. Camila Cardozo saw all kinds of double teams. Ashlyn Watkins saw all kinds of double teams when they were playing. So real talk, I'm not concerned about the size per se of a player who's 6'7". Lauren, I'm concerned about the skill. Lauren Betts is the truth. She's an excellent basketball player, more so than the size of her. She would still be dominant if she was 6'4", 6'3". It don't matter. She is a very skilled basketball player, and she's going to be drafted high in the WNBA. But get back to our Gamecocks and against Coppin State. Okay, so when we're talking about offensive rebounds, we had 18. They had 7. 18-7 rebounds. That is hustle. That is diving. That is fighting. That is scrapping. That is doing everything you can to get that offensive rebound. And I'm more attentive to offensive rebounds than anything, because offensive rebounds show that you hustling. Offensive rebounds show that you're trying to get that doggone basketball and get another possession for your basketball team. So I put a highlight on offensive rebounds. It's so important to Captain Will. And 18-7, oh yeah, that's important. And shout out with the offensive rebounds. You talking about Maryam Dauda, who had 8 overall rebounds, and 5 of those rebounds were offensive. Okay, she played her butt off. This is what the player that I saw in Arkansas looked like. This was a player who came to South Carolina Colonial Life Arena, and I believe gave us 20. Okay, so she can ball. She's still trying to figure it out. It's this process, but she is growing, and she's going to be something nice for South Carolina. And Chloe did what Chloe always do. She had 10 rebounds, and 2 of them were offensive. Chloe is a special basketball player. And Joyce is a exceptional basketball player. 6 rebounds, 1 of them offensive. We got some good ones in South Carolina. We got some rebounders. And then I didn't even have to mention like a Ashlyn Watkins. I didn't mention a Sania Feagin. I didn't mention, one of the better rebounders on our basketball team. Surprises Raven Johnson at 5'9". We got some rebounders on this basketball team who fights and claws for the basketball. But in this game, the leading rebounders were Chloe, it was Joyce, and it was Miriam. And I love it. We also did a better job of taking care of the ball. Against North Carolina State, we had 20 turnovers. For the season, Last season, the championship season that gave us the three-time national championships is we averaged 13 turnovers per basketball. All right. We ain't gonna give up no 20 turnovers. The 20 turnovers last against North Carolina State was not Carolina basketball. Okay. It just wasn't. And in today's, or I should say, because today's Saturday. So 2 days ago, we got back to our normalcy. We had 13 turnovers. Our average last season was 13. I like it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the turnovers. Sometimes you're going to get turnovers. That's what happens. That's what happens. It's basketball. But having 20, 22 turnovers is not the way we play basketball. Okay. Joyce cut down her turnovers. Against North Carolina State, she had 8. Against Coppin State, she had 2. Like I said before, she will figure it out. She was the best player in high school basketball last season. It is you can make the case that Joyce Edwards was the best basketball player in the world 18 and under last season or last year. You know, winning international championships, gold medals, all these different things. You can make that case. She got the hardware to prove it. You know, so I'm not concerned about Joyce Edwards at all. She's going to be a superstar for South Carolina, special. And I'm just so encouraged with the young players. I'm so happy about Maddy McDaniel. The crowd went crazy when Maddie went to the scorers table. The crowd was lit. The crowd was screaming, Maddie, Maddie, Maddie. It was crazy. It was I mean, Maddie, oh boy. She got into the game, because I've been saying it for quite a long time, that Maddie is something different. She is so fast with the basketball, so quick with the ball. She is a pass first point guard, and she is lightning in a bottle. She is so quick. Her head is up, and she will find the open basketball player. She looks so good on Thursday night, and I can't wait to see more of Maddy McDaniel on tomorrow afternoon. Shout out to Maddie. Woo! And you know, the hustle player. The hustle player is what I call a player who leads the team and offensive rebounds, steals, and block shots. That player is Miriam. She only played 16 minutes. That's all she played. 16 minutes in the basketball game, had 8 rebounds, and of those 8 rebounds, 5 of them were offensive. 1 assist, 1 steal. 16 minutes, 10 points, 8 rebounds, almost a double-double. Yeah, she played big, and she hustled, because we have to look past the box score sometimes and look at some key things. And she was, you know, she got her 10 points. Yeah, she can score the basketball. She can hit the 3. Okay? She's getting comfortable being a Gamecock. But, yo, we going into game 4. Oh, yeah. We probably going to have about 33, 34, 35 more games to go this season. With her growth over 3 games in a Gamecock uniform, I can't wait to continue to see how she blossoms into a complete basketball player and comes back again next year. Shout out to her. But come on. Play a game last night or Thursday night is I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose between Chloe and MiLaysia. I can't choose between those 2 players. So there's It's co-players, Chloe and MiLaysia Fulwiley. Is the players of the game. They did everything that you wanted to do on the basketball court. Both of them was efficient. Both of them played exceptional. And both of them led this team to a victory. Well, MiLaysia's playing the way she played on Thursday night. She's unguardable. When Chloe's playing the way she played on Thursday night and the opening game against Michigan, good luck. Because she is on something different this year. She's bigger, she's faster, she's stronger, and she's confident. And you put MiLaysia Fulwiley Colonial Life Arena in front of the world, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You, like I said before in the last video, go get your ticket. Go get your ticket, because it's the price of admission just to see MiLaysia Fulwiley up close and personal with your own 2 eyes. Okay, we got East Carolina tomorrow. We're gonna win that basketball game, and then we're gonna move on. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk. Let me say that one more again. It'll change your life, y'all. It'll change your life. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain